Hey, what is going on, you guys, and welcome to a new video. Before we get started, we do have to do a few quests, actually just one quest, because we already completed Witch's House, but as you can see, we're doing the final blow to Glod here. This was in order to complete Grim Tales. You guys know me, I always slack on quests, but in order to complete this 1000 video, I needed to complete this. So not only did I receive a huge amount of XP, just crazy amount for as little as it took to do this quest, but I also got access to a dwarven helmet, so that's awesome. Also, it is thundering really bad right now, so I apologize if you guys hear that, but hopefully the microphone doesn't pick it up. But either way, what's going on, you guys? It's Mr. No Sleep here from Old School RuneScape, and today I bring you loot from 1000 Experiment number 2. Experiment number 2 is found in the manhole near the Witch's House during and after the Grim Tales quest. I probably didn't need to actually complete the quest to kill them. I think you can access this area halfway through, but why not just finish the quest entirely? So the reason I'm doing this video is it was a comment suggestion and it got quite a few thumbs up. So today we're going to explore the drop table, and luckily this monster drops a clue scroll on average about 1 in 128. So we're going to have about 9 hard clue caskets to open at the end. Hard clue scrolls just hit different when you're opening them up on an Iron Man, so I'm looking forward to that. Yeah, but in general, this monster, very interesting. It really looks just odd. I mean, if you examine it, it actually tells you a very odd looking creature. I don't know if you guys heard, but a few days ago, maybe a week ago, there was people in Las Vegas, I think, that called the cops and said that aliens had landed in their backyard. I gotta be honest, if the aliens looked anything like this thing, I would stay pretty far away. It was a crazy story. If you guys haven't seen it, I'll link it in the description below. But yeah, aren't we living in some crazy times right now? I mean, I don't even know what to say, but here I sit all day, every day, just killing these monsters and hoping that the world doesn't come to an end. So yeah, you know, on a brighter note though, I'm feeling pretty good today. I love when it storms outside, you know, really fits the mood with a cup of coffee, and I have this really big video that I started yesterday on my main account, and I don't want to give it away, but it will take me about 60 hours to complete. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to that. It's one of my favorite activities in the game, and for those of you who keep telling me to get the Inferno Cape, again, once I hit 200k subscribers, that is when I'll attempt it. Until then, we're just going to continue killing anything and everything. So yeah, let's get started into today's video. Enough about aliens, enough about bad weather. Let's talk about what really matters. Experiment number 2. Alright, so firstly, this was released 2007 in early June. The max hit of this monster is 11, so if you're lower level, just be on the lookout. It has 90 defense, so it is kind of hard to hit. I was noticing that there's quite a lot of zeros with this whip, as well as the full obsidian setup. I'm not too sure if you can safe spot this monster. It looks like this room is pretty much just a rectangle, and there are crates and boxes everywhere, but you really can't stand behind them to what I've seen so far. So I'm not sure if you can safe spot it, but either way, there's a 100% guaranteed drop every time you kill this experiment, and that guaranteed drop is a shrunk ogle root. Now, apparently it's worth 496 coins, but the buy limit on them is 15, and the daily volume is 20. So in other words, virtually no one buys this item and no one sells this item, almost anyway. So I didn't bother picking it up, although I realized like 2 hours into this video that it is stackable, so I guess I could have picked them up, but I don't know what I'm going to do with it, especially on an Iron Man, so I really didn't bother with that drop. If you're curious to what it actually does, this is needed for Grim Tales, and it's essentially just used in a Shrink Me Quick potion that makes you turn into a tiny person, so yeah, that's about all its purpose. And there's a lovely Mystic Earth Staff drop, and if you missed it, right before this, I actually got a collection log slot of a Mole Claw, so go figure unlocking that collection log slot from something that isn't the giant mole. But the Mole Claw and the Mystic Earth Staff are 1 in 128, so those are really the only 2 unique drops on this drop table. Unfortunately, there's not much more than that. I wish there was other Mystic Staffs and things like that to add to the price check, but we got to deal with what we have. Other than that, I did bring a herb sack because they do drop anything from Tarrowman up to Dwarfweed, and it is pretty common, especially the Grimy Renard, which is 1 in 33, so definitely bring an herb sack if you have access to it. And other than this, you just have Earth Runes, Water, Chaos, and Nature Runes, and that's really it for the drop table. Of course, just like other monsters in RuneScape, you're always going to occasionally get gems, Rune Javelins, Tooth, and Loop Keys, although they are pretty rare from this monster. But no doubt about it, I'd say the highlight of this video is going to be the Clue Scroll, which is 1 in 128, and I'm really glad that they actually dropped it, because that was a huge benefit to the price check. As you can see, we're 300 kills into the video, and we already have 3 hard glue caskets, so that's awesome. It looks like the drop rate is just right for that. And yeah, I mean, these Mystic Earth Staffs are adding up as well, and I was getting some pretty good defense XP here. It's really hard to calculate the kills per hour when you're on multiple accounts and you're not really paying full-on attention, so I don't want to really mislead you guys, but I would say on average, you could probably expect anywhere from like 120 to 150 kills an hour, depending on how much attention you're paying and your combat level. And after looking at the wiki just now, I just double-checked, and that is a range attack that you will encounter if you are just more than 1 square away from the experiment. So its max hit is 11, just be a little careful with that. As you can see, we are slowly reaching 27 million defense XP, so that's incredible. Yeah, no doubt about it. I was constantly, well, when I was hitting on these experiments, I was hitting high, and so yeah, it's pretty good XP an hour here. I wouldn't really know why anyone would kill these things. I guess, you know, the first thing that comes to my mind is dead man mode. You know, maybe this is like a safer place to train as long as you have overhead prayers, and yeah, I doubt anyone would ever find you here. Although, if anyone is doing the quest Grim Tales, you will encounter them. So yeah, don't get too scared if people come down here. It's a pretty strange location, actually. I was getting to this location because it's right next to the Taverley House portal, just a few steps away. It's a manhole that you enter, and then you just go through a door, and here you are. So yeah, I redirected my house to Taverley, and I put teleport to house in my rune pouch, so that was incredible. Made for very quick banking, which I love when it comes to killing monsters. I still have yet to build my ornament pool in my house, so I was just using my Ardone cloak to go recharge my prayer anytime I needed it, and occasionally I would, you know, try to tank a few hits to save some prayer potions, and I would just bring lobsters, worst case, if I needed to heal myself, or anglerfish. I did get a Chaos Talisman, but that's pretty weird. I mean, I got that from the Rock Lobster video as well, and it's just one of those drops that they throw along the gems and the javelins and the tooth and the loops. Pretty strange drop table, but yeah, I'll take it. As you can see in the inventory, I just kept all the runes that I was receiving from this video just in that inventory. I didn't feel like banking them. It's nice to see them stack over time. Same goes for the coin drops. And as we are nearing the end of our 1000 adventure here, I may sound like a broken record occasionally saying thank you so much to you guys, but I just want to say my last 5 videos haven't really done so well, and for those of you who go out of your way to watch them, even though you know the monster that I'm killing is just boring and, you know, you probably are never going to kill it yourself, I really do appreciate that. I was looking at my channel, and, you know, it's something I don't do often, you know, going through videos from 5-6 years ago, and it really looks like 2019 and all the way through 2020 was really my peak, you know, doing videos that no one had ever expected or done before. And, you know, I never wanted to be that guy who kind of just went downhill and started just doing videos that were less impressive than the things I did years before. I know a lot of people call me out for repeating videos nowadays, like the 1000 Rune Dragons and whatnot. I don't know. You know, there's no formula that I've ever really done with my channel. I just kind of always kill things in this game and explore things that I haven't ever done before. And sometimes I do like to repeat grinds that I've done in the past. Obviously, the view count is a little different these days, but I'm just thankful to still have this opportunity, and I really do mean that. So from the bottom of my heart, thank you to you guys for sticking with me. Live streams might return one day on Twitch, but for now, we're just sticking with YouTube. So here we go, ladies and gentlemen. The price check is here. 1,000 kills, 674k. It's actually not too bad. 28 Renars, 11 Mole Claws, and 7 Mystic Earth Staffs. I'd say that's the highlight from this one. So yeah, about 6 hours and 30 minutes to 7 hours and 30 minutes is how long this grind took. And look at these clue scrolls. Armadillo D'hide Body. That is a unique and it's a very useful one. I'll do that master clue at the end if I can complete it, which I probably can't, but we'll try. Getting another couple of collection log slots here. The Pest Control Teleport. I will certainly take that. And a ton of alchables. I really like doing hard clues on the Iron Man. I always like to collect the rune armor instead of high alching it because it makes for a really cool collection in the bank. And overall, I'd say the clue scrolls were a massive success. 1.2 mil from the clues. So that is incredible. We'll show that on the RuneLite loot tracker here. But yeah, I was unable to complete the master because I did not have a Zamorak full helm. So that is out of my hands, unfortunately. But looking at the RuneLite loot tracker, we have about 1.15 mil made from the hard clues and 1.5 mil if you include those roots that are just never gonna sell from the experiment. So yeah, what an interesting monster. I really do enjoy killing things I've never explored before, and this was a suggestion directly from you guys, so thank you so much for it. But either way, I'll see you guys tomorrow with a new video on a brand new account. I'm really looking forward to it. I hope you guys enjoy it, and a huge thank you to our YouTube channel members, with a special shout out to Matthew Stivers, Angelzblood, DeceptionZ, as well as xXzoticx OSRS. Until next time, ladies and gentlemen, Mr. No Sleep out.